Hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind007. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at the LaCrosse technology wireless charging alarm clock. It has glow light, it has 5-watt wireless charger, and it has this 3 different options where you'll have the day of the week and date, day of the week and temperature, date and temperature, and that's internal temperature, indoors, not outdoors. And it's going to have 7 different colors, as you can see, and it has, of course, that charger. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Roll the drums. Nice. I like it. Says remove before use. Everything does look nice, and the instructions are over here in case you lose the instruction booklet right here. In case you lose that, everything else is here. Okay, so let's start with the front. You have the charging pad and the screen. On the top you have this right here. On the back you have a button that says glow, negative, set, positive, and alarm clock, and it has a reset hole right there, and on the bottom is where you charge it. So let's plug it in and see what's inside. Let's pull this out. And here's our charger. Kind of awkward, but it works. And there's no orientation, so you can plug it in any way you want. Wow, that looks nice. It says hello, setup, time, English. I'm gonna say yes to English. I'm gonna push the set button. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. So it does not set. Let me fix the camera. Wow, I have to admit, I cannot describe how clear and beautiful that screen is. It's just amazing. Let me turn off the lights. Wow, this is way better than it looked in the picture. Because if you look at the picture there, it just doesn't show how it, and it keeps changing the light. Is that it? Right now it's red. I know you can't see it, but it is red. And this side is this is white. It turned green already. You can't see it. It looks white on the video, but it's actually green, and it's changing color. And this is kind of like a blue green. It's like blue on the top and green on the bottom. So let's see if it even charges anything. So this is my phone. This is an old phone. I'm using this old phone because I have to use the newer phone to record. And it's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. It's charging. Okay, so I expected that to work. This is just demonstration. And as you can see, there's a blue light right there. Well, you can't see it, but that blue light, that's the indicator that it is charging. Because if you take the phone off, it'll go away. You put the phone back on. There we go, it's back. You can't see it, but it's there. Trust me, it's there. So it's charging. So yeah, I definitely do like this. This configuration this kind of reminds me of a kind of like those modern nightclubs. It just, not that I go to places like that, but it just seems like it. Kind of like a nightclub that's with all those cool lights. I hate to make that comparison, but I don't know what else to compare it to. Also, the angles Wow, this is amazing. The angles are great in any direction. I mean, the viewing angle, I should say. It looks good in that direction. It looks good in that direction. It looks good in this direction. It kind of dims when you do it in this direction, but you can read it. And from the top, it looks good. So the angles are perfect. I'm not complaining about that. Backlight, you can change the brightness. So that's very dim. That turns it off, and you can see it says off. Well, you can't see it. Let me turn on the lights. There you go. It says off. Okay. Let's leave it at that for the rest of the review. So now we want to see, what else do we want to see? Let's set the glow. Let's change the color on the glow. So I'm going to be pressing this button right here. Let me turn on the lights. Okay, so I'm going to be pressing this button right here, glow. And we're going to see what it does. So let's press it. Red. Let me turn off the lights. Okay, so that's red. Wow, this is amazing. Let's press it again. Yellow. It says yellow, but it actually looks green. I don't know why. Maybe my eyes are crazy. Let's press it again. Green. Oh, green looks actually greener than the yellow. Let's press it again. Cyan. Cyan does look cyan. Press it again. Dark blue. Yeah, it looks dark blue. Purple looks more like violet. That's not true purple. Let's press it again. White. White does look white. Let's press that again. Cycle. So cycle is gonna cycle through different colors, I believe. And I want to note that my phone does not show the real colors. But this is beautiful. This is amazing. My phone is the problem here. So let's press it again. Oh, so now it goes back to red. So it's yellow, green, cyan, dark blue, purple, white, and cycle. So cycle means it's going to go through the different colors. So I'm going to leave it on, I would say, green, blue. I'll leave it at cyan. So definitely this is amazing so far. Okay folks, so now let's change the brightness of this light right here. I'm going to call it the nightclub light. So we're going to press and hold the glow button for a few seconds. Press and hold. And then you can turn it off if you want. And then it'll be off. But you can also change the brightness level. So let's press and hold, and then we're going to use the plus or minus buttons to change the brightness. We're going to be pressing and holding the glow button right here, and then we're going to use the negative or positive buttons to change that brightness. To change the brightness. So let's do that. Let's press and hold. And now let's use the positive one to change the brightness. Let me turn off the light so you can see that better. Again, press and hold. So I don't know if you can see the change. That's bright. That's off. Dim. A little brighter, a little brighter, a little brighter. Okay, so I hope you can see it. But you can turn off the nightclub light. So I'm going to leave it on. Now I'm going to show you how to change the time and the date and the rest of the configurations. So to do that, you go to the back right here, and you're going to press and hold the set button, and you're going to make changes using the plus or minus button. So I'm not going to be able to show you as I press it, but trust me, I'm going to be pressing and holding this and making changes with the plus or minus. So let's start. I'm going to press and hold set. So I get a choice of language: English, Deutsch, Francais, Espanol. I'm going to leave it at English. I press again. The format, 12 hours or 24 hours. I'm going to leave it at 12 hours. The hour, let's say right now it's 6 p.m. and the minutes are 24. So I'm using the plus or minus buttons to make the changes. The year is 2021. The month is September. The date is the 2nd. Oh, okay, you get to choose. You either put the month first and then the day, or the day first and then the month. So I live in the United States, so I'm going to do a month first. And then you get a choice of Celsius, centigrade, or Fahrenheit. I live in the US, so I'm going to do Fahrenheit, and we're ready. So again, if you want to make changes, you press and hold the set button, and the first thing that's the first option that you're gonna get is the language. So you can use plus or minus to change to navigate through the different languages. You get 4 languages, and like that you get 4 languages, and then you press set to approve. For example, if I select English, I leave it like that, and then I press set to approve, and then I get a choice of format. I use the plus or minus to make the changes. When I find the parameter that I like, which is 12 hours, I press the set button again to approve, and you just carry on like that with all the different options that you get. And there you are. So that's absolutely cool. Let's set the alarm. To set the alarm, we're going to be using this button right here. We're going to press and hold, and we're going to enter into alarm set mode, and then we're going to be pushing the plus or minus to make changes, and we're going to be pressing this again to proceed. For example, I'm going to call it the alarm button. So let's go to the front, and I'm going to press and hold the alarm button, and then I'm going to use the plus button to make a change. Let's just say 6:31 p.m. So let's find 6 p.m. Let's press the alarm button to move on to minutes. Let's push 31. Let's press the alarm button to move on. This is snooze time. Let's say 15 minutes. Press the alarm button to move on, and we're set. So now let's wait. Let's look at that again. Let's press and hold the alarm button, and 6 p.m. 31 minutes, and you do get that choice of however many minutes that you want to snooze. I don't know why you get that many. I wonder if this is seconds. No, that's got to be minutes. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at 5. Press the alarm button again, and then you go back here. So while we wait, let's say that you want to know what time the alarm is set to. So you go back here and press the alarm button once, You don't press and hold, you just press once because you only want to see what time the alarm is set to, and it'll give you that 6:31. But notice that it turned off, so you have to press it again. 6:31 p.m. and now it's turned on. So every time you touch that, it'll show you, it'll display the alarm, the time that it's set to, but it'll keep changing the on or off. So now let's just wait for the alarm to come on. So let's see how that sounds. Let's see if it's pretty or ugly. Let me turn off the fan. Okay, so let's snooze. Snooze 5 minutes. So it's telling you the amount of time that it's gonna snooze, and there's that ZZ that's indicating that there's snoozing going on. So let's 4. Let's keep waiting. Okay, so while we wait for that snooze to count down to 1, I'm gonna keep talking about this. Like I said, my only complaint about this device is the fact that it won't permanently display the alarm. I wish it did. It just tells you the temperature. It says in here we're at 86. It says we're at 86, but my other clock right here says we are at 82 indoors. So I don't know who's telling the truth. But either way, I don't care about the temperature that much. We're down to 2 minutes. Let's keep waiting. Okay, so we are down to 1 minute. So I really do like the fact that it shows the amount of minutes that are left. Okay, snooze. So it snoozed back to 5 minutes. So let's try to clear that up all the way. Let's press on the alarm button and see what happens. So that does get rid of the snooze. So it'll sound again tomorrow at 6:31 p.m. So it maintains the turned on. So we can turn it off by just pressing that button, that alarm button right here. We press it once, and it deletes the icon that says that the alarm is set. So now the alarm is turned off. To set it back again, you just press once, 6:31 p.m. and to turn it off, you press again. So the next thing we want to do, I want to do is change these screens right here. So right now we are set to the day of the week, date and temperature, which is right here. So let's move on to just day of week and the temperature. Let's see how we can do that. So to do that, all you have to do is go to the back right here, and you're going to press set once. You're going to press set, just a tap like that. You're going to press it once, and it's going to change that format. For example, I know you can't see it, but let's change it like that. Let's press once, and now it just shows the day of week and the the date on the bottom, so there's no temperature. And if I were to press that again, now it tells me the day of the week and the temperature. And if I press that again, it goes back to the original day of week, date, and temperature. So it's up to you what you want to do. So that's pretty cool. So everything is perfect about this device. Is what happens if there's a power outage. Will it hold the time, the date, and everything else? The alarm. That's very important, because when you buy an alarm clock, you don't want something that when there's a power outage, you'll lose the alarm, and then it won't wake you up, and then you'll be late to that airport. You won't make it, and then you won't get a refund on the airplane ticket. So I'm drifting off topic here. So anyway, let's do this. Let's unplug. Boom. Power outage. You're asleep, and tomorrow you have to get up early because you have to go to the airport. So the power comes back. Wow. Let's see if it saved the alarm. It should be 6:31. 6:31. I'm happy. I am happy. I can't believe it. So I'm very happy about that. It does have an internal battery. So let's see if it'll hold the time. So let's see. It was 6:44, so we'll see if it'll come back at 6:45 in 1 minute. Okay, so it has been a minute. So let's go back. Yes, 6:45. So it kept the time. And now the last thing I want to look at is this right here. It has 1 amp charger. Because theoretically you could, if you're a couple, let me go get another phone. You are a couple, you're husband and wife. So this is the husband or wife phone, and then the other person needs to charge their phone. So you plug that in, and then you plug it in over here, and let's see if it'll turn on. There we go. So they're both charging right now. So that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. So you can charge 2 things at the same time, although you will need this cable. And I wish you could. Let's see if we can charge 2 phones at the same time wirelessly. So let's unplug it here. So let's see if that'll work. It cannot. So it can only charge 1 phone at a time. Yeah, only 1 phone at a time as far as the wireless charger. But of course, if you have that second phone, you can always just come here and plug it into this. So overall, I'm very happy with this device. Like I said, I do recommend it 1000%. The only 2 issues that I have is that it doesn't display the alarm all the time. You have to actually click here. And also, when there's a power outage, the alarm will not sound. And if there's a power outage right at the moment of the alarm time, even if it's just a 1 or 2 second power outage, it just won't remember that it was supposed to be sounding. I don't know if that's intentional that they made it that way. There might be a reason why they made it that way, but that is that. So I don't think I have anything else to say other than that it's a beautiful piece of equipment and it's amazing. Thank Thank you for watching, subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up.